Small town, kind of tucked away in the hills called Elderglen. It's a kind of place where time feels slower. Everyone knows everyone and life just kind of flows gently. Anyway, in this town, there was this old guy named Elias Wren. Super quiet, always wore these brown vests, round glasses, the whole wise grandpa vibe. He owned this little clock shop right at the corner of Crescent Street. And man, his shop was full of clocks, walls and shelves packed with them, big ones, tiny ones, some that looked older than the town itself. And the weird part? They all ticked in sync, perfectly. People in Elderglen said Elias wasn't just a clockmaker, he was something more. Some said his clocks could slow time, others believed he'd figured out how to stop aging. It all sounded like fairy tale stuff until Mira showed up. Now, Mira was this young girl, maybe 17, a bit of a wanderer. She'd been traveling to visit her aunt and got caught in this sudden storm. Soaked to the bone, she stumbled into Elias's shop just looking for shelter. Elias, being the kind old soul he was, gave her a warm towel, made her tea, and sat her by the fire. They didn't talk much at first, but then Mira noticed this one clock, totally different from the rest. It didn't have numbers. Instead, the face was covered in little glowing stars, real subtle, like it was breathing almost. Naturally, she was curious and asked about it. Elias gave her this long look and said, "That one? That's not just a clock. That's the heart of time." Now, Mira's eyebrows shot up. Heart of time? Sounds fancy? Elias nodded slowly. It doesn't count minutes or hours. It records life-changing moments, turning points. Mira leaned closer, mesmerized. What happens if someone touches it? He hesitated. It'll show you a glimpse of a path you could take, one that would change your life forever. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Of course, curiosity got the better of her. She reached out and touched it, and in an instant, it was like she got pulled into a dream. She saw herself, years later, standing in front of a huge crowd, her paintings hanging in galleries around the world. She was happy, alive, fulfilled. But that future only existed if she followed her passion, if she stopped playing it safe and finally took a leap. When she came back to reality, her eyes were full of tears. She looked at Elias, speechless. He just smiled softly and said, "Now you know." The next morning, Mira left. She didn't look back. And yeah, years down the line, she did become that artist. People adored her work, but she never told anyone about the old man or that magical clock. Well, almost never. As for Elias, when he passed away, the townspeople went into his shop, and everything was gone. Every single clock gone. Except one. That strange glowing one, still ticking. Still waiting for the next person, bold enough to touch it.